Hello, hello.
Austin, how are you?
Good man. How are you?
I'm good. I won't be offended no matter what you say to this. Do you remember me here in Colorado?
No, sorry, I don't.
It's all good. You weren't doing that much media. It was a lot of Jack Price Sr. here, a lot of Robin Fraser, and I can't remember. I think Kai Kamara, was he also on that team? Was he with
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. First year.
Kai was doing a lot of media, and you were interrupted. What do you remember about the 2020 season? Not just the COVID aspect, but just you kind of coming to the team and maybe struggling and getting familiar in a new environment.
Um, I just yeah, I went to Philadelphia. Um, and then soon I got the team, COVID happened, and then that year was just insane. Um, Kind of hard to adapt to a team where you can't really you're not near each other, you're not with each other, you're wearing masks, you
Hmm.
can't really communicate. You have to quarantine for a month. I think I had to
Yeah.
I think it was a 2 week quarantine, and then someone put me on their uh, recent contact list when I wasn't. But since they put me
Uh-huh.
on the list, I had to quarantine for another 2 weeks. So I was out for a month, just sitting in my apartment doing nothing.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it was just a tricky one. And then obviously we had a 8 9 week break, and then had the MLS is back. I think I played few minutes. MLS is back, and then um, I don't even know what happened the rest of that season. I don't, it's all a blur.
Well, because you
Uh,
guys there was the other outbreak as well. I don't remember if you were, that didn't come out, but then the MLS went to points per game because the Rapids didn't make up enough games. So you guys played like 5 games fewer than, you basically didn't play any games that season, Austin.
Yeah, that season was just a blur. I totally forget about all of it. But then yeah, the next season was just amazing.
Yeah. Um, how are you doing right now? How was training today?
Good. Training's great. We're in California, sunny outside, warm. Vibes are good.
What has Poch done really for you to either help you develop, or what does he do that really clicks with you as a player?
I think as a player, you always kind of respect him as I think just his career, player and coach. Like he was a player at the highest levels, and as a coach, he's a coach at the highest levels, and has coached many of the some of the greatest players in the game right now. Um, So yeah, I think as a player, you always kind of you see that and you respect it, and you actually know like, okay, he actually knows what he's talking about. One by playing, but two by proof as a coach. Um, so I think as players, we always kind of respect that, and you really listen in and really try to absorb everything he's saying because he truly does know what he's talking about on the player side and on the coaching side. So yeah, that's really the main thing.
There's a lot of competition at the center back position. I know there was some, at least out externally, there was some uncertainty about Chris's availability to start last Friday. What's your role on the team right now?
I think everyone's role is kind of the same. Be ready when called upon. Whoever starts, whoever is on the bench, or whoever's going to come in. Nothing's guaranteed for anybody. I think it's whoever gets a call, whoever gets a nod from the gaffer is to go and do their part. And I think all of us believe in ourselves and believe in our ability. I think this is one of the national teams, at least in U.S. history that I know of, that everyone on the team is like very, very, very good in their own
Hmm.
right, and can step into the role seamlessly and provide a lot of value to the team. So yeah, we're all in kind of the same position.
How cool is it that, you were teammates with Mark McKenzie at one point, probably competing as young center backs, and then now you guys are here on the national team doing the same thing?
Cool. I think we don't really ever competing. We were partners.
Hmm.
At the union, I was on the left, he was on the right. But not only did him, Brendan, Tyler Adams, Weston, Christian, Haji, um, probably more in the team. I can't think right now, but we've all known each other since we were little kids. I know Weston. I grew up playing Christian. He was PA classes. I was Nether Providence in Philadelphia, outside of Philadelphia, and then Weston, Tyler. Um, Haji all through the youth system and national team. And Brendan and Mark went to school together, graduated together. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's a pretty cool squad that a lot of us have a lot of history together. So it's really good.
Growing up, what was Christian really good at? What was difficult going up against him as a defender?
I think at that time you're not really focused on all that. All of that. We were really young. We started out really young, so but not in your head, just another guy just doing his
Yeah.
thing and trying to prove himself. So you weren't really thinking too much about it.
What role do you think the Colorado Rapids had in kind of, you establishing yourself within MLS that then leading to the opportunity in Europe and leading to where you are now?
Significant, obviously I established myself more at the Philadelphia Union when I started out just as a young pro, going through the ranks there. And then when I decided to leave Philadelphia and go to Colorado, um, yeah, it helped me out significantly. Obviously, my relationship with Robin Fraser and the whole coaching staff, I still keep in touch with them till today.
Hmm.
And honestly, a lot of the guys at the Rapids I keep in touch with. And, I think that, sorry, I'm watching the goal.
It's all good.
Holland just scored. Um, um, yeah, I think the relationships I had and I built at the Rapids really helped me out. And I think they were true, genuine relationships where a lot of times as a professional athlete, you kind of like you have coaches, you have players, and at the end of the day, you move on, and
Hmm.
not always in your life, but truly, they a lot of them have stayed in my life. All the coaches have stayed in my life. Keep in contact with all of them, and yeah, especially Chris Little. Chris Little was one kind of the main guy who really looked after me, put me under his wing, and I thrived so much. Every single day, there wasn't one day, not one practice I didn't stay after and do it like an extra half hour of training, just one on one with all of them.
Hmm.
So they take a lot of time and were willing to take a lot of time outside of just regular training to work with me. And obviously, I got to put the effort out too, but they're willing to do it too because they wanted me to succeed. So I appreciated it.
What specifically was it about Chris Little? I was close with him when he was here. I mean, was it tactical? Was it a confidence mentality thing? What did he do for you particularly?
I think I was coming from when I left Philadelphia, and then obviously that year, I think didn't know too many people at the club, and that was his first year too. So we kind of just really just got together just because we are kind of both new to the system, new to
Hmm.
Colorado, trying to get used to everything. So he was just a buddy of mine and became like a friend. I think a lot of times, from my experience, coaches who have a human side as well as who can be your friend and also obviously give you critiques and help you out, but the human side is there as well. So I think me and Chris really just got along because we're just similar personalities, and I could tell he was a very genuine guy who actually truly wanted me to succeed. Um, and again, I was a case for him too because he's a young upcoming coach,
Yeah.
and I think I was probably one of his main guys who under his wing who actually truly thrived, and he can go to the next group of people, next player, and say, look who I built, look who I did this with, and I'll give him all the credit too. Um, so yeah, he's just a good guy that really helped.
I never knew that. Thank you so much for telling me that story. What was Robin's secret sauce with you? As a former center back and a head coach as well, what did he do to help you? What was he best at?
I think many things. I think he opened my mind to a lot of stuff. How I think how center backs see the game, how I essentially see the game. A lot of times right now, even still to this day, I learn about like counting the numbers in the field with him. I think maybe the ordinary football fan wouldn't necessarily understand or really like think that I'm thinking that, but I really learned how to read situations and read the field with him. Obviously, you're playing the game, and normal people who play soccer they just play the game, but in a sense, I learned how to play chess, the game of chess within the game of soccer, within the
Mm.
game of football through him. So yeah, that really really helped me out a lot, and he challenged me a lot. He challenged me as a person. He challenged me as a player, and I just thrived under him really. And yeah, again, he became a buddy of mine and really looked after me. And yeah, I think a lot of times as a player, when you know that the coaches look after you and really value you, you just skyrocket. And then I was able to do it.
Yeah. What teammates wise, who you're still close with, who do you still keep in touch with from the Rapids?
Um, I keep in touch with Eunice Damali, played with us, but honestly, my best friend in the entire world in football is Lars Bubakar.
I
Me and
love
him,
it.
yeah, we talk basically every day, or as much as we can. Obviously, he's under the World Cup now, so I'm kind of just off the grid from everybody.
Locked in.
Um, but yeah, we talk usually every day. Every time I watch his games. I watch his games. He watches all of mine. Truly, like I think a lot of times in football, yes, you're competing in whatever the bits you want to however you want to view it, but like to have genuine relationships and genuine like friendships in football is really special. And Laos is one of those guys for me from the Rapids.
You still keep in touch with Danny Wilson now that he's back home in Scotland at Livingston?
Just by playing games. Again, we have like 3 games a week. He's got family. He's got kids.
Yeah.
I have family and kids now, so it's time is very valuable.
Mm.
But yeah, when we play each other, it's just always funny to see each other and play each other.
hmm what were the lessons learned, obviously, from an external standpoint? This season barely met expectations for Celtic. What lessons did you learn through maybe those struggles and having to get there in the end on the last day against Hearts?
I think you may say that, but also that this season kind of showed what Celtic is. I think a lot of times in football, especially fans that are used to and organizations that are used to winning the entire time, in in the history of Celtic, they kind of had a great formula to have the success every year by year. And when that formula gets kind of messed up or messed with, you can have different results.
hmm
But again, that this is the some may view the season as a negative for Celtic, but also it was such a positive. It showed the true tenacity and willingness of a team and organization to find a way to win. And the winning Celtic is a winning culture. That's why you go there. It
hmm
really is such that culture. And the entire season, I knew we were going to win. We all knew we were going to win. Obviously, we had ups and downs, but some things in our control, some things out of our control. And along with that, um, the winning mentality shows so much. And sometimes a lot of teams who say the teams that was they're in front are doing well at that time. It's a lot easier to be to chase instead of be chased. So we're so used to being chased. So to
hmm
flip the script and show ourselves, show the ability that what we can win the league by 20 billion points if we want to, or if we need to chase the league and we need to show ourselves, we can do that as well. So something to do as a negative, but we view all view it as a positive. It was such a remarkable and amazing um, season where as well I think that season revitalized a lot of Celtic fans and the love for the sport and love for the team, but also it actually created new fans within the game, within the Celtic era, within around the world who watched that sport because the league was actually very interesting this year.
That's a really good perspective, I think, to have on it, Austin. Very healthy. What was the atmosphere like on Friday? How different was that from any other game you've been in?
Yeah, that's probably the best national game. Chicago was very good versus
hmm
Germany, but I think Chicago in this past World Cup game was probably the best atmosphere I've seen with the national team. Obviously, as the club level playing for a team like Celtic, it's
Yeah.
and also playing in Champions League and Premier League, it's you see some really cool environments. It's actually funny. Side note, it's funny seeing all the seeing all the people react to Scottish fans and up in Boston
Yeah.
just because like how crazy they are and how cool it is. Um, but yeah, the atmosphere was just immaculate this past game, and I think we just need to keep that up because I think that atmosphere and also yes, as a team, we want to do our thing. We believe we can do our stuff and individually play our game. But the real like goal is to excel the game of football in this country. And I think having the game we did, having the performance we had the other day, but also the atmosphere, people seeing the atmosphere at home, so the hype of the World Cup, all of a sudden fall in love with the game. This is where the dreams are made of. This is how we all of us have the same story of falling in love with soccer, falling in love with football by watching the World Cup.
hmm
And like that's the mecca of the sport. So
Yeah. How many ticket requests you getting? How many friends, family, maybe some old teammates?
lots. I got like
Lots.
a lot. We get a certain allotment. I'm way over it. I'm
Okay.
way over. Yeah,
If you get a game in Philly, I'm not even gonna ask how many you're gonna get.
that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, the Rapids put out a video, I think, when they were doing some of the more like players off the field and everything. Are you still doing any of the woodworking? How's that as a hobby?
I haven't been able to do it. I haven't found a spot in Glasgow. Also, I haven't had any time. The time we have no time
Yeah,
to do anything or even live our lives. Just football there.
yeah,
But I've been itching to do something with working. Yeah, it's I haven't done it recently, but I really want to do it. I need to find a spot.
yeah. What's your favorite or what's the coolest thing you've built?
Um, I built my teammates the Rapids liquor and like wine dispensers.
Okay.
Colin Warner and Kellen Costa, I built them these like liquor and wine dispensers. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also, it's fun to make something for other people. Like obviously, it's cool to make something for yourself, but I think if they appreciate your work, it's actually you get a better feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a social thing then to like do a thing to then gift something for somebody, or is it more like take your minds off, do something with your hands instead of what you do with your feet professionally?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's just to get away from football, get away from just something just new, learn new craft, learn new skill. Um, but I think also the love of gifting someone something cool that they can appreciate and really like. That's also really cool as well. So I think it's
Yeah.
a mixture of both.
What was it like seeing the video, getting the call that you were going to be on this team for the World Cup?
Amazing. It was a dream come true. I think as a footballer, you always kind of like try to visualize and put yourself in situations where you feel it already and you're already in that moment. I
Hmm.
didn't think it'd be like a video like that. It'd be like, hey
Yeah.
guys, you guys made the team.
Yeah.
But it was still cool. It's still surreal. I think it really hit all of us. Probably took the first game and realized like, oh, this is actually the World Cup. This is
Yeah.
like you're here and you're in this moment. Um, wow, 1-1. Iraq to score was no way. So yeah, so I think yeah, it was just a dream come true. It's really the best way to explain it.
Flo had an amazing game, obviously. What's he doing well in training right now? What's difficult as a center back defending against him in training?
Depending on the training, what we do, obviously it's not at this point in stage, we're not doing something like so intense.
Yeah.
Obviously he's very valuable to the team, so center back and how I play, you let him get his confidence.
Mm.
Um, but no, he's just a really good player. Obviously, he's physical, he's strong, he's fast, he knows his feet, he knows how to play the game, reads the space as well, and can attack and can really capitalize on his moments. And that's what you want as a forward. And as a center back, that's who you don't want to play against, someone who actually has all those attributes. So to have him on our team, and he's a good guy as well too. So have all that and have him on our team, we're very thankful.
When you've had time, Austin, the last couple of weeks to kind of sit and reflect or just be still, has there been anyone that's come to your mind that maybe, it's not like your parents or Chris Little or, a major coach that you've had that you think like had a, profound impact on your journey to get here?
Um, I think it's a mixture of everybody. I think a lot of times where I go back to when I have these certain moments is like me as a little kid.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of times when I was little, I used to sit in my bedroom, just sit there and just dream and just try to like manifest like the stadiums, like every stadium I've been to, all the atmosphere. I swear I've seen it all before because I've literally put myself there, and it's really helped me. But a lot of people have helped me outside of that. But I think in those moments, I always go back to my little kid, just like how would he view this and how fulfilled would he feel? I even get the chills like talking about it. Like it's just like
Yeah.
that kind of moment because that's who you're. I'm not necessarily playing for myself. I'm playing as that little kid who loves the game and who's just like
Hmm.
could not believe that like he wears national jerseys. Could not believe he plays for Celtics. Could not believe he's a professional athlete. But not like
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And that's when you have like gratitude and you're grateful for where you are. And I think that's where when you play the best football, but play the best soccer when you're you know it goes back to the original bit of having fun and loving the game. And when you're free and just doing your thing, that's when the best football comes out of all of us.
I think that's a wonderful place for us to leave it. And you want to get back to the game, and it sounds like I should turn it on. So, Austin, thank you so much for your time. See you in Seattle. All the best in the tournament, sir.
Cheers, brother.
Thank
Good
you.
talking to you. Peace, peace.